Ah, we are live, baby.
Hello, beautiful people.
Hello, beautiful
Wel-
souls.
Welcome to the show, Metaphysical, or no, it's an Enchanted
We are.
Evening. I'm on the wrong. It's been a long, long weekend, and I'm
Been a
still.
long weekend. Yes. Tell them what we.
Yeah, did a wellness festival at the Wildcat Mansion in Franklin for 3 days. It was quite intense. Long days, but it was awesome. Met some beautiful, beautiful souls,
We did.
especially the instructors. We met some new people, new family. That's how I feel. I feel we're
Mm-hmm.
all just, we all glommed together. We decided that we're going to continue this. Um,
We
and meet.
are.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
doing my
And
shares, so carry
right
on
in.
while I do that. I got to share out to our sister
Right.
pages.
We're a bit tired, so excuse us for, we're we're getting our bodies adjusted. It's
Mm-hmm.
such a high, being there. We didn't even eat, hardly drink, hardly go to the bathroom, but
Yeah.
didn't even notice, until the end of the night, and then we're like, holy cow. But yeah, when our spirits kind of come down, and our bodies are like, uh,
Well, I mean, the energy was absolutely off the charts
yeah.
from, an eclipse, a full eclipse with a new moon. So,
And Mercury retrograde, and we had
and
we had Chiron, the wounded healer comet too, and Venus being in alignment, yeah, with the
yeah,
moon and
there
the
was a lot,
sun.
there was so much going on.
Yeah, yeah, we felt it. I definitely got some new stuff coming. Yeah,
Yeah,
I got
and
zapped, so I'm
it,
waiting to see
it
what comes of that.
it was crazy because everybody was talking. All right, I got all my shares out. Everybody was talking about the energies, how they were affecting them. And hey, Shelly, how are
Hello.
you? Good to see you, sweetheart. Um, and who else do we have? We have Facebook user. Hello, Facebook user. If
Hello.
you have to go to StreamYard, there should be a link at the top of the post that tells you go to StreamYard. Just give them permission to show your name, because we stream through that platform, so we can send it to my YouTube channel, to the Metaphysical Parlor page, to my page, and then from there I share out on Facebook. So
And if
just
you
let it,
don't
and if
want to
you,
do that, you can just tell us who you are at the
yeah,
end of
just
your
say hello, this is whoever, so that we
right, in
can see
case.
who you are. Um, Hello, another Facebook user. Hi,
It doesn't take.
hello, it's
Hi,
Billy
Billy.
Joe.
Thanks for joining, Billy.
Absolutely. Yeah, so that energy, I mean, it knocked Nicole out for a couple hours when it was done. She was like all about it. And then afterwards, she's like, oh my God, Mom, I have a headache. I'm so tired, so drained. I said, well, that was such a lot of chaos energy. Eclipse energy is chaos energy. And a lot of people, she's like, but that's what we do. We're chaos people. We're chaos practitioners. I said, yeah, but it's still a lot for, that for your first eclipse. It was actually my first eclipse that I have
Yeah,
ever actually sat and
yeah,
watched from
no,
beginning to end.
right, yeah. Well, it's mine because it's never been viewed in northwestern Pennsylvania, so it's my first. So, hello.
Hello, Facebook user. Tell us who you are if you do not want to go to StreamYard, and and give them permission to show your name. It's weird. It's just something that we have to do. If I went to the Facebook page that you are on, and looked at the comments, I would see who it was. It'll show up on Facebook, but on the StreamYard broadcast, it won't. So I don't know. I don't know. This is Tony. Hi, Tony. This does this to you every single time.
Hi, Tony.
Every time it does this to you. But yeah, the weekend was a weekend of wellness. Um, we had psychic mediums, we had rescue mediums. Um,
Hi,
Hi,
CJ.
CJ. We had crystals. We did readings, we did Reiki. There was yoga, there was sound baths. Did Susan ever get to do the drum circle? No, okay, there was supposed to be a drum circle, but the weather,
Well,
we were
she
going to
got
dance
sick.
dance
Yes,
naked around the fire, but that didn't
yeah.
happen. Just kidding. But
But
yeah, the
she
weather
got
didn't
sick.
cooperate, and then Susan got sick. So
Yes, the energy was so much. Yeah, she ended up. Yeah, and then she didn't come back
right,
and
right.
stay. So
Um, I met a really lovely, lovely lady um, who is a homeopathic doctor. Um, And here's the really cool part. There were so many women there who were doctors, nurses, teachers, um, and also substance use disorder counselors. I mean, there were people there that are in the field of science and helping in medicine, and they all left those jobs, corporate jobs, high paying jobs, to pursue their dream of being a natural healer. Um, and I did it the opposite. I kind of started off with this, and then I thought, oh, I need to go do this. And then I realized I don't want to do this anymore. I want to go back to doing what I was doing. So um, I met this lovely lady who is a homeopathic doctor, and I am going to start getting into frequency healing. And I'm super duper excited about that. So stay tuned for more info about that coming in the next few weeks. But I am going to leave my corporate job at some point in the very near future and take the dive back into being on my own, doing what I want to do, being a healer, being um, a guide, being a teacher. So I'm really excited about, I've been still doing it, but my heart and my soul and my energy is all going to come back to that very soon. So I'm really, really excited. And that was an epiphany that I had during that energy. And I came out of the bedroom. I was at Katrina's. I came out of the bedroom and hi, Sid. I came out of the bedroom and I looked at her and I just started to cry. And I was started telling her how I was feeling and I was crying. And I'm like, these are not bad tears. These are tears of joy. And she's like, you're releasing. And boy, did I release.
yeah,
It was
this,
awesome though.
this was also the weekend for you. You said it was a weekend for this and that, but it's also it was a good thing you came, and it's a good thing that because you had this epiphany while you're here. You wouldn't have that if you hadn't come.
No, you're right. I don't think I would have.
It brought you back to who you are. It showed
Yep.
you your life purpose.
Yes, it did. It did. I don't know who that is, but thank you. Yeah, it did. But I don't look at it as, oh my God, I wasted $120,000 on a master's degree.
No,
I
no,
don't look at it that way. I look at it as that's just more in my toolbox
exactly.
because my goal is to open a
Life
holistic healing center.
experiences. Right, exactly. So that'll definitely come in handy. And you know how to
Absolutely.
deal with different addictions and how they think and feel. It's just
Yeah.
gonna add and help you. So,
Hmm.
because I quit working. I was working, I've done nothing like you have, but I've worked at restaurants. I worked
Hmm.
at steel plants. I worked at, I was a laborer,
Yeah.
and I quit all that to keep doing my life purpose, and I've
Hmm.
been doing it for probably, oh, geez, I don't know, 10 years or so. I'm
Yeah.
keep track. Time goes so fast.
It does. It does. I started with the crystals in 2012, 12 years ago, you know. Um, and then from there, it just pushed me into embracing the rest of it that I had been ignoring. The crystals were just the the appetizer, and I went all in after that and stopped denying my gifts and started developing them. And it's been a wild ride, and I've met amazing, amazing people. I will never ever not be grateful, and I will forever be in the debt of Sid Ryder because he brought us together with his website. And everything happens
True.
for a reason. You meet people for a reason. They come into your life,
Mhm.
a reason, a season, or a lesson. So I will always, always be grateful for everyone. that has come into my life because they have led me to the next person. And
Absolutely.
it's a beautiful thing when you think back, and you look at, oh, I met this person through this person, and I met this person through this Facebook page, and this person introduced me to this person, this person, this person, and it's absolutely yes, yay Sid, yay Sid. Because a lot of you would not have met Katrina had you not been on my page, and then we combined, and then now we start doing the show, and then now you guys, it's just like the ripple effect, and it's beautiful. Yeah, I met most of you in a Facebook group. um and it just went from there, and some of you started off as customers, some of you started off as Facebook friends, and some of you have become family to me. And this one I've known for lifetimes, though. She's been family forever. Thank goodness we found each other again. I think the universe does make sure that happens, though.
For sure. Absolutely. Souls always find each other.
We are grateful for all of you because you guys give us some days a reason to keep going, because what we do is hard some days. Yes, I see a cat's tail.
Yeah.
Yuri. Hi, Yuri. Look at the face on that cat. She has the most interesting face.
She does, especially when she stares at you.
Yeah, when she stares at you, it's like she's staring into your soul. I'm telling you.
She's something else.
But what we do can be really, really hard, because we expend a lot of energy. We care. We get personally involved. And sometimes we get involved way further than we plan, because that energy connection suddenly takes over, and you're just like, you're in there. It can be quite difficult some days, and then dealing with the church of haters and some of the things we go through, but we do it because we love it, and it's what we're put here for. It's why we're here. We're healers, we're guides,
it's worth
light
it.
workers, whatever you want to call it.
All worth it.
But that leads us into our next segment, because we are all not love and light. So I have this wonderful book, and it is called Of Blood and Bones. And it's working with shadow magic and the dark moon. But don't panic. Shadow magic is not.
Yes, that's what you think.
It's not evil. It's not black magic.
Nothing to do with devils, demons.
No, nothing at all like that. What's going on here? What I'm missing comments. Tony says there's no, there is no such thing as.
No, there's synchronicities. That's what the angels like to.
Yep, there's synchronicities, but you have to be paying attention, And I have ADHD. I am just absolutely the worst for paying attention. So I've had to work really, really hard to slow down. And I also have to work really, really hard to pay attention, because you'll miss messages. You'll miss whispers and words, that you're meant to hear. But yeah, ask Katrina. I sometimes question the universe, and then I turn around, sometimes hours later, sometimes days later, and go, I get it. I get it now. That's why that happened. And it just happened to us, and I won't go into details because it did involve other people. But the cool part, I'm like, it turns out it wasn't just for one of us. It was for three of us, the way everything worked out, just for different reasons, What does Shelly say? Is StreamYard is behaving. If you see things moving, that's my little lap desk.
It's just Karen. It's not StreamYard.
Yeah, it's not StreamYard. It might be, something else, but in this instance, it's Karen.
It's Karen.
And the scratching at the door is probably Sirius Black, because he's shut out of the room. So until Ed gets tired of hearing it, no, StreamYard is not displaying names. Oh, you're right. But Shelly, you showed up. Shelly's on. I can see her name. Sid's name showed up because
Yeah.
every once in a while StreamYard resets and I'll go in and it'll tell me, oh, we've lost the connection with your Facebook pages. You need to redo the permissions. So I think it's the same with your names. I think you have to go in and redo it. You miss so many messages. What do you mean you miss so many messages? I don't know. It was for me, and I am not afraid to admit it now. All right, it was for you,
She
Shelley.
means,
Okay.
right. She means with
Yeah,
the,
I get it. I get it.
well,
She misses messages. Oh, yeah, duh.
it's just
Dun,
kind of
dun,
like,
dun.
with the whole ordeal anyways. It's like I told Karen this when she was struggling, and then my angels, I knew you were going to cancel. But my angels told, I'm like, okay, but my angels told me it's because you felt guilt, and
Right.
they assured me that this was a lesson for many people. And I sent you that big long thing there
Yes,
from the
you did.
angels that had said that not everything quote goes, but you have to believe. That's what I told. That's like me. I believe the universe. No matter what happens, I know it's going to work out better
Right.
than I can ever imagine. It's a good lesson for you to realize that.
And it's ego, it's fear. I get that. I'm
Yeah,
that why person. I need to
you
know
got to put the
why.
ego away and trust.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm working on it. It's so hard.
It takes a while. Trust me, I wasn't like this overnight, but now it's just like, and I've just learned, that we're limited, so, and they're not. The universe is
Right.
not limited. So I know that when I'm thinking it's going to be work great, they're like, that's good, but this is better.
This is better.
Like,
Yes.
it's kind of like ice cream. Yay. But no, what's better than ice cream? It's the whipped cream, the hot fudge, the caramel, you know what I mean? Then it's like, woohoo,
Sprinkles.
Sprinkles. And it's a real party. And that's how they think.
Right.
So, and we just got to remember that. So when things aren't going the way we think they should, it doesn't mean it's not going, it's not a sign.
Right.
People sometimes will say it's a sign, not to do it. And that's not necessarily the case. Sometimes it's just,
no, not necessarily the case.
Right. Sometimes, we're just travelers, and we can't control. That's the whole thing. You gotta learn to not, one thing you control is how you react to it.
And I am a control freak. I will give you that. And so for me, it's like huge to be able to let go. And just be like,
look what happens when you do, and
yeah, I know.
we got sprinkles.
You get the sprinkles. Yeah. You fight it, you get nothing.
Right.
Go with it, you get the sprinkles.
Exactly.
And it's part of the process. It's part of the growth. People don't just wake up and go, here I am, I'm perfect, because we're human, and there's just like no way that's going to happen. So we are a work in progress. We are perfectly
always. Yes, we're always under construction. I need a sign that says that, under construction, because we always are.
Oh yeah, because there's always something that we need to learn. And that's the cool part, of being in a community of like-minded people. You can forever be learning, because we don't, at least some people do. I'm not going to say everyone, but some people are gatekeepers, and they don't want to share the information. But the people that we are, and the people that we are connecting ourselves to, our philosophy is, why should I make you a fish when I can teach you to fish? Kind of that philosophy. Why should I make your intention jar for you if I can teach you how to do it? Because there's plenty of people out there that
the rest of your life.
Right. Yeah. There's plenty of people out there that just don't want to do it. They want someone to do it for them.
They're lazy.
It's not always lazy. A lot of it is self-doubt and fear.
Yeah.
Lack of
lazy.
Lack of knowledge. And yes, also lazy. So, for those people, hell yeah, I'll do it, and I will get paid to do it. But for those that want to learn and grow, yes, I will teach you how to make your own intention jar, so that you can do it over and over and over again.
Yep.
that would make a good t-shirt. We are always under construction with growing mushrooms. Oh, there you go. There you go. Get some shrooms on there. Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
that'd be cute. That would be cute. We
That
should
would be
make
so
that.
cute.
It would be cute. It would be cute.
All right. Well, back to
Your book.
Blood and Bone.
What's the name
So
of who's the author of your book?
Kate Freuler, Freuler. I'll post a picture of this in the chats.
Okay.
So that you guys, and I'll do a chat or the discussion for the event. No, I didn't do an event. You did. I'll put it in the chat.
Okay.
And what does this say? I didn't forget you about the bracelet. I'm drawing a blank.
Maybe you should message Karen later.
Message me and let me know. I don't. I am not always the most on the ball. So,
really,
yeah, Billy.
Really?
Hi, Billy. Was that you? Was that
It
your
might have
comment?
been. It might have been. Did she want to buy something from you?
To be honest, maybe.
Okay. See,
Karen has memory issues. I smacked my head on the side window of a car in a bad accident a couple years ago, and I'm kind of, yeah, no, yeah, we're okay. Well, yeah, your tribe. That's the beauty of living in this age of internet. You have found your tribe, and you don't have to be in there with them when we can do this, and we have FaceTime and we have cell phones and things like that. When Katrina and I were growing up, we were on our own.
Yeah, I had the library.
Yeah, we had the library, and there was limited stuff at the library,
Very limited.
All right, got you, Billy. I'm sorry. I totally forgot about that. So you're totally fine. You're good. Message me and refresh my memory, because it's
when you want it, just let her know.
Yes, and no problems at all ever. Yeah, no. Life happens, and I know that. So we are good.
Yeah, we're easygoing. That's one thing too about Karen and I. That's why we get along so well, because we're just like,
whatever happens, easy peasy most of the time. But yeah, we had to really like figure it out on our own. And you guys have and I don't think I met anyone like me. Jesus. Most of my life, until until in the last 5 years, I really started, meeting people that really were like me, and thought like me. So yeah, how long have I known you, Katrina?
I was thinking about that the other day. I'm not sure, a couple of years. I mean, time flies, and I just
I've done Nick's event three years in a row, or 2 years. Three.
I think three.
So at least 3 years.
But at least
3-4 years.
I think 4. I really do, because I think we knew each other before.
Yeah, before we ever actually met, we probably knew each other for a year. Yeah, so at least 4 years. So I'll go back and say no, it's further back than that. Maybe in the last 10 years, I started meeting like-minded people, but still, that was very limited because I was in the closet. I was in the broom closet.
I never put. That's what got me in trouble. I was never in the closet.
Never in the closet.
I had a freak flag, and I would wave it. I didn't care who, But I did finally, I was like in my 20s when a group of, mediums discovered me from Lilydale to Winter of their Wing. Thank God, because and then, but I didn't really know anybody local for the longest time until 2014, and I met from the Reiki share. Bunch of people in Oil City, which is hop, skip, and a jump away, and then now it's just it's blooming. I know lots of people, that I can see, and then and then of course the internet, Facebook. I joined late. I was one of those people that didn't have a computer or anything until I got married, 17 years ago.
All right, let me get started, because I'm super excited about this.
Okay. Yeah.
So the dark moon, the new moon, is known as the dark moon, because There is no light during the new moon. And of course, the dark moon is a perfect time, the new moon, to do shadow work. It is a perfect time for working with that dark moon current. But do you know what liminal spaces are, Katrina? I know they're associated with fairies. Liminal means threshold. So any point between an entrance and an exit. So it's a liminal space is a place of transition. So like the dark phase of the moon, a liminal space is the gap between an ending and a beginning, if that makes sense. So through our lives, we go through liminal times when we're transitioning from one phase to the other, which might be going from maiden to mother to crone. So performing spells and rituals for shadow work in a liminal space and time can increase their power. So liminal spaces are wells where any large body of water meets land, cemetery gates where a cliff drops off and meets the air, and crossroads. So if any of you are familiar with doing any work with like Hecate, a lot of the spells you do with her are done at a crossroads because that is a threshold. So liminal times, which are again that space, the dark moon phase, Samhain, the solstices where day and night are of equal length, midnight, and dawn or dusk. Those are all spaces of transition. Anything you want to add to that, Katrina? Have you worked a lot with liminal spaces? I'm sure you have.
Oh yeah. No, that, it's good.
All right. Liminal experiences are moving, breakups, changing careers, grieving a death, any unpredicted change, and loss of any kind. Because almost like liminal, like it makes me sometimes think of limbo,
Yeah, that absolutely.
I think the tarot card that I would associate that would be the Hanged Man.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Because that's like that limbo, that liminal space.
Right. There.
Yep. So what all these things have in common is that they're in between time when one thing ends and another begins. So it can be a really, really powerful time. Like I said, in witchcraft, crossroads are one of the most popular liminal spaces. For those who are that are water signs or water witches, they're going to do their strong liminal space is going to be the beach, or the shore of a lake or river where water meets land, because there is that transition. Okay, so excuse me. The liminal space can be used to the fairies are also fond of crossroads as well. So with the absence of the moon in the sky, it is that liminal space between light and dark and old and new. So it's a space of nothing where great change can happen. So one of the most common things that people do during the new moon is shadow work, obviously, like I just mentioned. And the dark moon energy can make you see things from a different perspective. I'm sure you guys have noticed the different energies between dark moon or new moon and full moon. So one of the most popular things to do is meditation, divination, cleansing, and releasing. Miss Katrina, what else do you like to do on the new moon / dark moon?
Well, you pretty much mentioned. Well, I do my new moon ceremonies and meditations. I do them live on here. Now I've added Wendy with her sound bowls, but yeah, new moon's all to me. It's about cleansing. So I like to clean. That's when I cleanse my house with the new moon. I do a lot of cleansings. I cleanse myself. It's a good time to do any kind of energy clearings, initiation, starting something new, learning a new a spell or learning a new type of divination, that kind of stuff.
Mhm.
Anything new, starting new things.
Right, right. Yeah, manifesting, it's that liminal space between ending and beginning, death and birth, old and new. So releasing and manifesting are both fit into that space. And I know that we do a lot of manifesting on the new moon. I do banishing on the new moon, of release. I'm not banishing, releasing. I used the wrong term there.
You can banish.
Yeah,
Banish
you can. Oh yeah, absolutely. Banishing. I mean, yeah. I mean, this book has some not bad spells, not like this one. Where's my other book? This is another book we can get into called Utterly Wicked. And this is some pretty powerful stuff. Some of it's a little dark for me, but it's got some really cool spells that for protection. I love the 360 spell. It's basically a return to sender spell.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot that you can do. Oh my gosh, here's my girl. You're going to need cliff notes on the show. This is my girl, Emma. I'm so glad that you got
Yeah.
on, Emma. Yeah, definitely. The replay will be on my page. It'll be on Metaphysical Parlor. It'll be on the YouTube channel. But any questions anyone has, you can message either one of us. We're always available to answer questions, and do whatever we need to do, to help people get through these hard times. Um, did you say protection? What is the name of that book? Oh yeah, Shelley, you need this. It's called Utterly Wicked by Dorothy Morrison. And if I should have brought it and showed it to you. I should have brought it and let you borrow it. But I actually want to. I'm using it right now for something. But yeah, it's got a lot of protection. It's a lot of good stuff. It's a little bit more advanced, some of it, but some of it is pretty basic, and just about anybody can do it. So yeah, yeah, we got you. It's a lot of information that we talk about. But this book, one aspect of this book that I think is really really cool. It talks about it tells you how to do things the right way. It'll tell you, hey, you need a spell to remove a curse, which is very possible. Curses can be broken. Reversal spells to teach someone a lesson. It gives you the materials that you need. What you need, not exactly what you have to say, but gives you an idea of what you should say.
Right. That's interesting. Yeah. And
Um,
we talked about actually starting doing once a month for the show, a little book club. We talked
yes.
about, where where recommend a book and then everyone read it. And the following month we can discuss it.
Yeah, if anybody's interested in that, you can get these books on Amazon. I
I
mean,
love Amazon.
the
There's
price
also
on this one is like $18.99. I think I paid $14 on Amazon for it. And I can't buy used.
I love
What?
books. Books to me are valuable.
An investment.
Yeah, absolutely. I love books. And people are like, oh, I'll get the Kindle. I'll put it on.
No.
I like pages because if you need something quick, it's right there. Where instead you got to turn your phone on, you got to,
Yeah.
So,
I want to pick up a book. I want to feel it in my hands. I want to turn the
book.
pages. I want to put little pieces of paper in it to mark my pages.
Right.
But because God forbid, I will never dog ear a page in my book.
I have, but
I can't. And so I've got all these receipts and little pieces of paper that fall out. Yeah, I know. But I mean, it tells you about, using graveyard dirt, how to collect it, how to ask permission, choosing which grave, and things like that. Because that's one thing I have not done, is, graveyard dirt, because I'm like, I don't know whose grave I'm getting stuff from, but apparently if you ask permission and you leave an offering, you can borrow some dirt from just about anybody. So make sure they're not a serial killer is my advice.
Right.
Um, but it's really cool. There's some alternative ideas of taking items from instead of graveyard dirt, bank property. If you're doing a spell for money,
That makes sense,
yeah,
right?
court property, a bit of dirt from the lawn of the courthouse for justice and legal issues.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Um,
The energy, you know?
yeah, yeah. This one you might not want to do. A murder scene, a
No.
house or building where a murder occurred carries seriously dark energy.
Yeah, we don't want that.
We don't want that. That's a little much.
No.
It tells you how to dress your candles. It tells you how to a sulfur spell to break a bad habit. Um, how to make a poppet and what to do with it because there's a lot of things you can use a poppet for, good and bad. Um, and a poppet binding spell. I love binding spells. Binding spells are one of my favorite dark magic, if you want to call it that, because it's to me, magic has no color. There's no black, there's no white, but there's healing, and there's protection. Um, I will do a lot of protection spells, and not there's no backlash, and there's no fear for that. So a binding spell, um, if you have someone that's harming you, especially magically or energetically, I will simply bind their magic so that it can't harm me or anyone that I care about. I don't bind. It's not my place to take anyone's magic from them. They have lessons to learn. I am live, babe. Please don't come in the camera. The Walmart delivery came and Ed was very excited that I get my goodies from Walmart. Ed just wants his 10 seconds of fame. It's fine. Right there.
Hi, Ed.
Let's just walk it down. Get me some more ginger ale, please. Yeah, that's my husband, everyone. That was his hand. He's very sweet. He was making sure I got my Walmart delivery. I'm glad he didn't bring the 40 pounds of cat litter to me because I would not know what to do with that. Emma says hi. He is an angel. We're coming up on 28 years of marriage. And he drives me crazy, and I'm sure, absolutely certain I drive him just as crazy. So it is what it is. Hi, Ed. Thank you. Thank you, Emma. Thank you. Yeah, we're like an old married couple. You should hear us bicker. The kids are like, Jesus Christ, stop. You guys are so obnoxious. We're just like, we don't have anything else to do, so we just bicker. But yeah, a binding spell, you bind someone's magic, but you can also bind someone's intentions. If someone has ill intentions and they're harming you or they're talking about you. Now, I have a friend who's a Norse witch, and she I don't want to piss her off. Let me just put that out there. I do not want to piss Jaden off. And I don't think I ever will. She's a beautiful person, but somebody was, I had somebody that was talking shit about me. They were hurting my business. They were just really just nasty. And she did something with a cow tongue that I am not willing to do. But it stopped. It worked, but it was like, I'm like, dude, I am not going and buying a cow tongue and doing any of those things with it. And she's like, I got you. I said, I'll just send you the money. She's like, oh no, this one's on me. I was like, whoa. That's a good friend. That's a good friend. I believe that cow tongue is still hanging out in the woods, nailed to a tree, but yeah, so but I have done box bindings, a poppet binding spell I have not done, but that's probably next on my list. But you got to really push me to do anything other than pray for you and send you love and say, I mean, that's more now that I've gotten older, and to me my peace is important, and I don't want to hurt anyone, so I will try going the good route before I go a different route. And it's 99% of the time it's going to be nice and love and light. But there are times where, I got to protect my family, and, something as simple as a reversal spell or a banishing spell is absolutely okay, in my opinion. I don't, Katrina, you're shaking your head. Yes, so we're good. And those are best done with the dark moon energy.
Out of my realm. Whoops. So
what?
It's all out of my realm. So
yes, you have angels. You're not allowed to do
right.
that.
Well, yeah, and I don't. Well, we've talked about that before. And that's fine. Like I said. But yeah, I don't. I'm just. Yeah, I just do the healing and
right. 99% of the time, like I said, it's love and light. But I had to protect my family. And I did have to do but it was a protection spell. It wasn't harming anyone. It was just basically like a real strong protection spell. And I send people's energies back to them all the time. And I think that's only fair. If you're going to send me negative energy, it's going to bounce off me and come back to you. But then I'll follow it up with a ray of sunshine and love, because we want people to feel love. But if you do have to do any sort of protection or anything like that, the new moon energy is a good time to do it. But then on the other flip of the coin, like we said, we manifest during the new moon, and manifesting anything. That was part of the reason the energy was so intense for the eclipse, was it was a new moon. And that was just what was so crazy. It was like watching this black ball, come over the sun. It was like, whoa. And as it moved off, parts of the sun, because it was cloudy where we were at, the sun looked like the moon because there was a haze of white clouds in front of it. So it looked really, really cool. So
it really did. Yeah.
And even in this Utterly Wicked book, it talks about making a poppet, but it says one of the recipes is to make someone have sweet thoughts of you is to put a cotton ball soaked in honey.
Yeah. Yeah.
And put that in the poppet. So
yeah,
there's always a good alternative that you can choose. It's up to you.
Yep. It's all the intention and what you want to put out there.
And like I said, everything has a price and a reaction. For every action there is a reaction, and it's the same in magic. Now, I'm not going to say that if you do something not nice that immediately you're going to pay for it. But if you're doing really, like I've heard of this in voodoo, because we had a girl that she was a voodoo practitioner, and her cousin got very power hungry, and he was doing a lot of really bad magic. And then one day he just got incredibly sick. He lost everything. And just his life just kind of was like, went to shit, because he got back what he put out, so when you're putting out love and light and positivity, that's what you're going to get back. And that's your proverb for the day. Does anyone have any questions about working with the magic of the dark moon or liminal spaces? And it's a lot of this has been lost in translation, over the years, because remember how it used to be magic was always done at night, at crossroads, by riversides, because water carries, your message, or it carries things away. But over time, have we gotten lazy, or have we just found a better way? I don't know.
Well, I think everyone makes their own. I tell people it's whatever you put into it. You don't need fancy stuff, but it's like this. Would you rather roll around in a nice, beautiful brand new car, or would you rather roll around in a beat up used car? So you want to make sure, that you, however you do it's how it's going to work. You know what I mean? So if you are lazy about it or half-ass it, it's going to, you're
Oh,
going to half-ass spell. That's how I feel.
you
I
did
put everything.
completely wonky, Katrina.
Oh,
You're
really?
frozen and
Oh,
you're like,
no.
you're using your robot voice.
Oh, no.
Yup. The fairies must have figured it must be mad. Well, at least you didn't get frozen with your mouth open. There's that. There's that. Oh, I just blipped. I don't know what the fairies are doing. But yeah, you're still frozen.
Am I?
Yep, you're still
Hmm.
frozen and you're still using your robot voice.
Hmm.
Here, I'm going to out and bring you back in.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, now she's gone.
Am I there?
You're gone. It's like a black screen and you are still a robot.
Oh, wow. It looks normal on my
Oh, there we
end.
go. There we go. You're back.
Oh,
Yay.
okay. Ta-da! For my next magic trick.
All right. She disappeared.
Yeah. Jill said I was fine. She said, yeah, they said they can hear me
That was
okay.
weird. Okay, maybe it was,
Yeah.
but I was fine, and you were just
Oh,
usually if you
it looks
freeze on
fine
my
to me.
end,
Yeah. It
that's
looks
so weird.
fine to me. Yeah.
Oh well, who knows? But I love the idea of liminal spaces. Is a mirror a liminal space?
For sure. Any kind of portal, if you think about it, or any contrast,
Okay,
is yeah, you could, yeah, absolutely.
so a doorway, just a doorway.
Doorway, absolutely. Yep. Now you're thinking. I like the forest because that's my thing. That's my jam.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Wiccan than I am a witch, and I definitely love the woods and the forest. And the best places I like to go in the forest would be anywhere like it's really mossy. Is to me, or if I find a fairy ring, because those are
Right.
liminal spaces.
Right.
Sometimes I can find perfectly like toadstools in this wonderful big
Yeah.
circle. It's always neat to find.
Yeah, I think my fairies might be a little mad. I have to leave an offering. Before I left, we had a lot of rain, and I told them if they kept the rain out. I mean, we had so much rain. It was just my backyard was a swamp. It was so bad. And I asked them I said, if you keep the rain out of the house, if you keep the water out of the basement, I will give you guys some rum and some goodies when I get back. And I haven't done that, so I have to do that.
Yeah,
So
you better.
it might be my fairies.
Yeah, you might wake up and have your basement flooded.
Yeah, I best get on that because it's supposed to rain tonight. So I'm on it, guys. I promise. Because I as many boundaries as I set and tell them they can't come in the house, they're in the house. Because Nixie, my cat, she plays with them all the time on my bed. They like my bedroom. And, I see her staring off into space. I see her chasing nothing. I'm like, oh, the fairies are here. But they're relatively well behaved. They do occasionally move things and they think it's funny, but it is funny. So yeah, again, questions, comments. Let's see what else we can find in this wonderful book. And this gives you a list of animals. Now, another big part of the reason it's called Of Blood and Bone is because it uses things that we normally don't use. The bones of animals. But bones of animals can be a very, very powerful
Bones. Yeah.
yeah, it can be very, very powerful. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it, Emma. It can be very powerful in your magical workings. Make sure that they are ethically sourced. Obviously, we're not going to go and harm any living thing.
No, I find mine when I scavenge in the woods.
Yes, scavenging in the woods. If you want to scrape roadkill off the side of the road, that is absolutely, you will be doing a service to your community.
I have done that. So I won't say yes, my husband's done it for me. Actually, he's been down the road and saw like a bird or something that, yeah, he'll put it in the trunk for me and bring it home.
And yeah, and this tells you how to
My
how to
neighbors
clean
have
them,
found
how to
animals and given them to me.
yep. He says, if you
People
love
know
me,
me.
you'll bring me dead animal parts, honey. Yeah, other people get roses. We get dead animal parts.
Yeah.
My friend Sandy, who lives in Virginia, you guys know Sandy. She's some of you know Sandy. She's a riot. She lives in a very wooded area and she
I know
scavenges a
Sandy.
lot.
Mhm.
And she's always posting on Facebook her treasures. And
Mhm.
every once, she hasn't done it in a while, but she's told me that there's a box with my name on it, and she will just throw feathers and bones and parts and pieces, snake skin and whatever she finds and can preserve, and she just throws it in the box until it's full, and then she mails it to me. So it's like Christmas because I don't know what I'm getting. But last time she sent me some absolutely beautiful feathers. I mean, they're huge. Some of them had to be like turkey vulture and hawk and stuff like that. So she sent me some beautiful feathers. Nothing illegal, of course. Um, but this is really great. It gives you a list of animals and how they're associated with shadow work. So for example, bats, and this is just seeing them. This isn't even their parts. This part of the book is a list of animals that you might see and what they mean magically, which is kind of like Animal Speaks, which is a book that is totally devoted to that. But this has a nice little section on animals and what it means if you see them. And then there's another section on, the bones and how to use them. Um, this is pretty, yeah. A shut up spell with a cow's tongue. I told you about that. So yeah, there's a lot of things that you can do. You can read bones. You can like runes. People read bones. So there's a lot of really cool information, even if you never use it. Um, it's good information to have. It tells you how to reverse a curse, and of course you're going to want to do that during the dark moon. So there are some times I had to do a protection spell for someone in my family, that there was someone who had done blood magic and was trying to harm them, and you have to fight fire with fire. So we did blood magic. We did not send any bad energy to this person. We did not send them anything bad. I simply did a very, very strong protection spell and used blood to do it. And, you know, bodily fluids, you know. I think I did once do never mind, we won't talk about that. So anyway, but protection magic is something that we all should do, and during the dark moon is a really good time to do protection for yourself, your home, warding your home. Good time to do it, right, Katrina?
Yep. Absolutely.
Katrina, I'm like, are you looking at me now like, I don't think we can be friends anymore?
No.
You're awfully quiet. Have I offended?
No, I'm just letting you, you're talking, you got it.
I enjoy learning, and if we're going to do something, I am one of those people that it's like, learn everything you can, whether you're going to use it or not. Like in school, they made me learn algebra. Have I used algebra? No, never, not once. So, but I still have the knowledge should I ever need it. And, that's what I believe in, just reading these books. And, even one here, spells with sacrifice, a healing sacrifice. It's not a bad sacrifice. It's a healing sacrifice. So what can you sacrifice? Fingernails, your, fluids. There are things of yourself that are of your essence that you can use. We prefer to call it an offering more than a sacrifice. We give a crystal offering to a particular goddess, or to our fairies. If you work with a particular god or goddess, what do they like? You make an offering to them. And just, it's a gesture asking for their favor. Or when we work with ancestors, you might leave, if your grandfather smoked cigars, you might leave a cigar as an offering. So I think sacrifice is a really strong word. Am I right? I think we can
No,
change
I
that
never use that
offering.
word because that just gives credence to why people think it's
Yes,
evil.
people think that we're killing children, or
Yeah.
goats or something.
No, no, we call it offerings, but
Right.
yeah, usually it's an herb,
Yeah.
usually,
It can be anything.
crystal.
It can be anything that, a flower, something you pick out of your yard. It can be anything,
Yeah,
you
that's what
know?
we do. We just yeah, ours is pretty,
But even,
pretty
like in
simple.
voodoo, when they sacrifice a chicken, it's an offering. It's, and chicken blood is considered to be pure.
Mhm.
So they're making an offering to whoever they're making an offering to. I don't know anything else about voodoo, so I should probably not talk about it so much. Um,
Yeah, because
but
I don't do any of that stuff, so I
no,
don't follow.
yeah, I don't sacrifice
I
anything
don't
with.
yeah, I don't follow it. If I don't do it, I don't yeah.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't. I mean, I would end up adopting the chicken and bringing it in.
Right, no, right, yeah,
Yeah,
I
no,
don't.
I could not harm. I will not. I could not. I wouldn't harm a person, and I won't harm an animal. Yeah, there no harm should ever come from what we do. We're healers. We're helpers. And there's so many ways that you can use energy and things like that. And intention. That's what we do. You don't ever have to hurt anyone to get whatever you're trying to get. And if you are, there's the door. We don't play that way. Hello, my lovely. Who is this? I'm really Facebook is not, or StreamYard is really not being
Playing
very
nice.
cooperative today. So let's talk. You want to talk a little bit more about the eclipse and the eclipse energy?
Sure. Yeah, eclipse energy just it intensifies whatever moon it's under. Like the eclipse energy intensified everything the new moon was putting out there. Hi, Mary.
Mary was with us this
Yeah,
weekend.
she was.
She
I
came
got to
all the way
meet.
from Texas to
I got to meet her.
Pennsylvania
Yeah.
to participate, and it was awesome to see her. And hopefully in the future, when we're doing events like this, you are all welcome. It's Nova.
Oh, hi, Nova.
Hi, Nova. It was nice to see you for a moment. Um, Next time I come down, we're definitely doing lunch. Um,
And you got to miss Nova because she was doing a convention for her job. But
Getting
she
a big
looks
old
forward to.
award.
Yeah, she looks forward to it in Florida.
Yeah.
But yeah, I know. I miss Nova.
Yeah, I know. I miss her too. You get to see her way more than me, but you've known her longer,
Yeah,
so that's okay.
yeah. She just lives literally like 5 minutes from me. She just
Right.
lives down the road. So
We're
that's
just
why
all
we're
so
so
busy
lucky.
living our lives.
Yeah,
Did you see who's with me, Katrina?
yeah. I do. I see.
This,
Yeah, I see.
for those of you that don't know, this is my emotional support pickle
That's so funny.
that was handmade for me by Katrina. And his little piece of paper says emotional support pickle. It's a little wrinkled because Nixie likes to play with it. Life isn't always all bread and butter. So this pickle is here to help you deal with all in life that comes your way. And she made this for me. And when she gave it to me, I lost my ever loving mind. I was so
She,
tickled pink. And so I was so excited. You'd have thought she'd handed me a bar of gold. Um, I was just so tickled
it's the
pink.
first
And I
time I
was,
crocheted a pickle.
yes, she crocheted a pickle. And it's the first time anybody's ever crocheted me a pickle and given me a pickle. That's what she said.
That's what she said. You see, you are.
She got me saying it. But even her husband Jarrett was looking at me like, "Wow, really, Karen?" I'm like, "Yeah, Jarrett, I am so ridiculously excited by this pickle." So yeah, I was loving the pickle. Oh my gosh, look
So
who's here!
fun.
Hey, Amanda.
Amanda.
Long time no see. That is not an emotional support penis. Where's my emotional support penis? Oh yeah,
Oh no, your cock rock. Is
my
that what
cock
you said?
rock. Yeah. I do actually sell those. I have little mini penises, but um I had a very large crystal that was somewhat phallically shaped, not on purpose. and I was sitting with it, charging it in the eclipse
Charging it, you
energy,
were like
and I was just
stroking
sitting there
it.
rubbing it because it was very smooth, and I didn't even notice it till somebody said something. I'm like, ah, yeah, gotcha. I'm not going to put this down. I'm just going to sit here and hold it a little bit longer. Yeah, Katrina had fun with the
I
cock
did.
rock.
I
Yes.
did. I'm
Yeah.
dirty.
That. So it was very, yes, you are so dirty. But it was a lot of fun because I had the cock and somebody else had the balls.
Yes,
So
Shelly had the
yeah.
big ball. So
Well,
yeah,
was
you
it
guys
just
were
one
set.
ball? So it was a very
Oh,
big
well,
ball.
that's right, right. One big ball. One big
We
ball.
had the crystal cock and ball.
Yeah, you guys had the cock and ball.
Wow, this is going to be on the internet. People are going to see this. This is great. But we are talking about crystals, real in reality. So do with it what you
Sure we
will.
are.
Haven't laughed that hard in years. Yeah, it
I
was.
know. I laughed. I haven't laughed that hard in a while. That was a lot of fun.
Oh, we did. We had a great time, and we left. Oh God, we laughed so hard about that. But then if you guys missed the new moon meditation, um, Shelly's laughing. If you guys missed the new moon meditation that Katrina did on Monday, the day of the eclipse, you have to either go on Metaphysical Parlor. Actually, I think that's the only place it is because I don't think we didn't stream it to my page, so it's just on Metaphysical Parlor.
I think you have to be on the event page for that because it didn't post it on the regular page.
No, it just did the event.
Yeah, Mercury retrograde.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go to the event page and share the event to my page.
Okay.
And then if you click on the event, I shouldn't have said feels like me. I have no idea. I'm missing that one. Did I maybe I missed a comment. But that was an amazing meditation.
Thank you.
And the Wendy playing the sound bowls. I saw a whole lot of interesting things while I was doing the meditation. So if you sit back and listen and close your eyes while the meditation is happening, and listen to the bowls, you will see some interesting things in your mind's eye. So give that a whirl. Go over there and watch that. Because like I said, as soon as I get a chance, I'll go looking for that and share it on the Purple Moon Sanctuary so you guys can watch it because it was an awesome meditation. But Katrina does a meditation every new moon and every full moon. And she's going to be doing it with Wendy from now on. Well, most of the time. We can't say forever, but
right.
much of the time, yeah, because Wendy got stuff to do, and but yeah, as much as she can, Katrina will be doing that with Wendy, and it's wonderful.
Yeah, it really is. It's a good team. We're a good team, and
it is. And Wendy will also do. I know if you're not in Pennsylvania. I don't know what's wrong with me. I felt like my brains are scrambled eggs all day.
It's recovering. We're still recovering from the eclipse, the event. I mean, it's a lot.
So. It is. But we miss you too. So every Wendy will do an online sound bath for you. She's done them for us. So you can get a group of people together and pay, each chip in to pay her to do it. And she'll do an online sound bath. And it's every bit as amazing as being there in person.
Did you see her new bowl, by the way? We were commenting on it.
Yeah, the bowl with the penis.
Yeah.
Appeared out of nowhere. I mean, we were joking about penises like for a lot. And then one of her new bowls, she showed us a picture, now has how did that happen? I mean, I don't even know.
It's a morph bowl. I mean, because it had broken. So the place where she gets them made, they recycle. They add different crystals in. They remake it, and and it was made like that. So it just looks like there's.
So she just never noticed it till then. Yeah, it looks, but it's more like
it wasn't on there before until she unwrapped it, and then she turned around and saw it, and I told her, I go post it. I go, don't say anything about it. Just see what happens in the comments.
Yeah,
And,
it was, yeah, I saw that and I was like, oh, okay, you go, girl. So yeah,
like,
that was
she's like,
pretty funny.
apparently I needed some masculine energy.
There you go. She needed masculine energy in her sound bowls.
Yeah.
So damn it, I'm sorry. A friend of mine is stranded.
Oh no.
And I was trying to get yeah, Miss Emma said she had to jump off. Thank you so much for that. I needed every bit of it. So yeah, I need to help her empower herself and get back into her craft because she is one of us and she's gotten away from it. And we're going to bring her back around. We're going to get her back. Don't yawn. Damn it. Is it that time already?
It is. I know I gotta get off of here. My husband's waiting to go to bed. And
I know he's got to get up at 4 a.m. So
he does. Yeah, he holds the dog. He entertains the hounds while I'm doing this.
All right. Well, we're ending almost on time. So that worked out well. Sorry for monopolizing the whole show, but
fine. I figured I was hoping because, well, not like, but no, you did fine. Because, yeah, I'm still feeling the effects. I'm just kind of like,
yeah. And we've been talking about doing this for a while. And, I
yeah.
just, there's two sides to everything. There's a yin and there's a yang.
You can't have the light with the dark and the dark
Right.
without the light. It's
So you
just
have to find a way to balance them and do what feels comfortable for you.
exactly.
Will I ever curse anyone? No, I will not do that. But I might just, send them a little return to sender energy that
I wouldn't want to ever piss you off. That's for sure.
I don't think that you could, unless you really tried. So let's not,
No.
All right. So let's see what we got here. We got Melody. Thank you for being here.
Thank you. Yes.
Love you so much. Of course, we love you, whoever you are. Good night, Billy. Good night, Amanda. Good night, Shelly. Thank you. Thank you all for being here. We appreciate you so much. Please, if you go on Purple Moon Sanctuary, this is shareable because I am a public page. So please post this, share it to your page, share it with your friends, invite people, we want to share the knowledge. We want to share the knowledge with everybody. So thank you all. And so I guess we will say good night. So thank you, everybody. Have a very good evening, and we will see you. I will see you Saturday. I will be back with a live as soon as I unpack my car. So it'll be like Christmas all over again because I have a lot of things to show you. And then next Wednesday, we will be back with another exciting topic yet to be chosen.
Yeah. Well, I was talking to Robin about having her and Robin on talking about, because they do that.
Robin and Stephanie?
Yeah.
Robin and Stephanie? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What did I say?
You said you talked to Robin about having her and Robin on.
Oh, okay.
I was like, aren't they the same person?
Yeah.
Robin, right, I am gonna go do my taxes because they are due in 5 days. I started them. I just didn't finish. So I'm going to do that. Okay. But I love you so much, Katrina. I love you and miss you. I love all of you. And I can't wait to see you guys next week.
Yep.
Good night. Bye-bye.